Hello and good morning, my fellow trucketeers, and what a beautiful view to wake up to. So we are finally up and just about to start our day, a bit later than expected. Yeah, so ferry mode's gone off well. We're all where we need to be, which is great. Yeah, I'm starting a little bit later. I was gonna start at 5. My alarm went off. I was like, snoozed for about half hour. I was like, well, snoozed for about 15 minutes, and I thought I'll set my alarm for 5:30. I'll get up at 5:30. I thought the extra half hour's not going to hurt. So yeah, my alarm went off at 5:30. I was like, I must have thought, right, I'll snooze it, and I'll just shut my eyes for 5 minutes. Lo and behold, I didn't snooze it, I turned the alarm off. And then I shut my eyes for 3 seconds, and then it was like 6:20. I was like, that was a long blink, a very long blink. So yeah, it is now 6:45 now. Now we've done our checks and everything, all that fun stuff. So yeah, I was hoping to be sort of like Inverness about now, but no. No, I couldn't wake up. I was really tired, so it is what it is. I think if I slept better on the ferry, I might have woken up easier then, but it is what it is. I'm not really too worried, to be fair. I've literally got to drop this steel work off, go an hour or so down the road from there. Well, it'd be about 2 hours from there. Collect some tractors, and then that's literally it for the rest of the week for me, you know. Once I've got them tractors on, I'm literally just driving at that point, so it doesn't really matter when I start or finish, so. And I still have a 15-hour for today.
Ferry.
I'm not going towards the ferry, you idiot. What was I saying? I can't remember now. You interrupted me, truck, and I can't remember what I was saying now. Yeah, I'm only driving, so it's not like I'm doing any other work. I don't have any deadlines to be anywhere. It's literally just get the collection of tractors on, and that's it. So it doesn't really matter when I start. Because I had a split rest yesterday, because I was on break for 3 hours and 5 minutes while I was on the ferry. I still got a 15 available for today. Not that I'm going to need it, because I only have 9-hour drives left, and I'm definitely going to hit 9 hours driving before I get to 15 hours working time. So, and then tomorrow's going to be the same. Tomorrow's going to be literally wherever I wake up, back towards the yard. So the more hours I can drive off today, the less I have to drive tomorrow. So yeah, it's about 13.5 hours here to the yard. So, and then I've got 2.5 hours extra to get to Elgen and back. So yeah, it's going to be about 17 hours, and I've got about 18 hours driving, I think. 16 hours? I can't remember. Hold on, no, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it's going to be about 16, 17 hours spare. So yeah, we'll try and make it work. If we have to run on Saturday, we'll run in Saturday. I'm not going to be far if I have to run in Saturday. But my main priority for tonight is to get a good sleep. So I might even have like extra sleep. We'll see. Right, let's get on out of here. You've seen all these views on the way in. I've taken plenty of video on the way in. So yeah, I'll see you when I'm near Elgen. I'll see you in a bit. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we are now in Elgen. I assume that's how it's pronounced. I've put the sheet on the back of the trailer. It's kind of lifted a little bit that was tucked under, and it's kind of turned into a bit of a sail now, but it's still there. It's never going to go anywhere. It's just, yeah, untucked itself a little bit. Never mind. I'll put it right back up against the headboard once I've done this drop. It's just because I wanted the steel work on the headboard, so yes. So we're only a couple of minutes from the customer. Hopefully go get this off pretty quick and then make our ways down towards Perth for the collection of 3 tractors, apparently. So, yeah. Got the old pit vipers on because the sun has been scorching my face the entire journey. I've literally been driving into the sun, which has been lovely. I like the sun to an extent until it starts burning my retinas out. You're driving 2 hours straight with it in your face, it gets a little bit much. But yeah. Once we get this off, we'll have the sun behind us, so it won't be quite so strong then, which would be nice. Be nice to get some breakfast as well somewhere. I was a bit peckish. Now, if I actually woke up and my alarm went off, then I would have already had this done, probably been nearly a Perth by now. Then I may have also fallen asleep while driving, which we don't want. So far, I'm feeling alright actually, to be fair. Right. Over the roundabout and right. Is that it? Hyder's Industrial Supplies, is that it? I'm sure that's it. I don't know. I know they're galvanisers of some sort. You let me go here. Thank you. Just have to stop a second, just double check. Let's put the hazards on for a second. Double checks on his phone. There's a great big colourful sign right there saying, what donut. Goods in dispatch. Let's go in this way then. Let's try not to run off me. Vehicles must stay in cabs until attended to. Wear high visibility stuff. Wear head protection. Visitors please report to reception. Righto. So do I sit here or do I go in the office? I kind of got myself in a weird position here. Anybody waiting to come out may have trouble, but I don't think there's anyone else in there. That's right, I'll sit here for a minute. See you in a second. There we go, that's off. According to them in there, they said apparently it's not booked in, but they'll take it off. I was like, okay, as long as it comes off, I don't care. So they said, you're lucky there's another truck coming in, and he's got quite a bit on. He said, obviously if they did come in, then I would have had to have waited for them, and they might have taken a while to get all their stuff off. But luckily I got there before them, and they had extended forks, so they managed to get it off in one go. So yeah. But I just pulled up on the estate out there because the other truck came in, so I thought I'd better get out his way quickly. Can we go? Tractor gonna let us go? He is, but his car's not. Thank you, tractor. Very kind of you. Didn't really give you a choice, but there you go. Yeah, so I just pulled up outside there again and moved the sheet from the back of the trailer back up to the headboard, so yeah. Whew, lovely. Apparently 3 hours 22 to the collection. No, that's not right, is it, surely? Actually, I'll pull onto the estate here a minute and I'll just have a quick look.
Sorry everyone. I'll just pull in here a minute and we'll have a quick look, because I don't want to be doing that really. That's a bit too far to be going around. So we're going there, just that way, drive. It's taking me that way to 321, or that way it's just 312. Well, either way it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? I mean, it's not taking me back to Inverness, so that's something. I'll go that way, I think, because that's going to be a little bit quicker. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alright. There's a burger van down there, but he doesn't look open at the moment, which is annoying. So we'll get down here and spun round a minute. Somewhere. Wherever we can get spun round. Back into the drive for a minute, and they're just gonna have to deal with it. Do I care? No. Right, okay, it's gonna take me a lot longer to get back to Perth than I thought. So, yeah. Right. Ah well. That's gonna be 5.5 hours driving up by the time I get these tractors on. Oh dear. Maybe I won't make it home for Friday then. Because realistically I'd need to get as far as Penrith to be able to get home in a 9. Could do it from less, it depends on the traffic, but with traffic, Penrith, I've done Penrith before to the yard, but yeah, we'll figure it out. Just let this bus out. Yeah, so this little journey may stop me getting home Friday then. I'll have to probably run in on Saturday, which isn't a big issue. Ah well. Alright, I'll stop rabbiting on, I'll see you in a little bit. So we're still on the A9. I've not long had a break, had a bit of a snooze to replenish what little energy levels I have. Nah, right, we had a bit of a nap, so we're doing okay. Yeah, we're getting on now. We've obviously done our first 4.5 hour drive, so we have, well, I stopped at 4 hours 10 minutes, so I've now done another 10 minutes, so we got like 4 hours 40 minutes driving left for the day, so I'll have to have another break to be able to get the full 9 hours, but I got a feeling I'm still going to be in Scotland tonight. This is going to be like my fourth, not on Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. Yeah, this is going to be my third night in Scotland in a row, so yeah, great fun. I don't have a problem with that at all. Ah, there's a snack van. I could have got some food if I went in there. Damn it! I still haven't eaten yet. I had a pack of crisps. That's about all I've eaten so far today. It's currently 12:16. So yeah. Oh well, never mind. Well, it's not like I can't afford to lose any. So yeah, we're doing all right. I thought I would have been down in Perth and loaded by now, but it is what it is. We'll carry on. I just don't think I'm going to get back tomorrow. I don't think wherever I stop tonight is going to make a difference on how far back I'm getting tomorrow. So I'm not going to overly push myself. Just get back Saturday. Don't really bother me. I've got to do one of Elaine's rear brake calipers are sticking on a car, so I've got to get that fixed this weekend. And she's going. Her and Coral going to a country night thing on Saturday, so I've got to get it done before that so I can actually take them, because I can't take 2 people in my car. So I have to use her car, so I've got to get them brakes sorted. So if it means I have to run in Saturday and then get straight on with that when I get home, then so be it. But I'm not going to stress myself, I'm not going to push myself. We'll see where we end up. Right, we will persevere, taking these beautiful views on this sunny day. Yes, see you in a bit. Right, so there's the lay-by I stayed in last night, lay-by 56 by the way, on the A9. Fun fact, that's the lay-by I stayed in when I'd done the job up the Lossiemouth. I managed to get to that lay-by on that day in 9 hours and 50 minutes from our yard. Now, okay, bearing in mind that was a Sunday, so I managed to absolutely fly. I got as far as Lim in a 4.5, which is almost unheard of. Usually you struggle to get past Stafford. So, I'm hoping, okay, I don't have any 10s left, but I still have a 9 for tomorrow, and I still have 4 hours and 27 minutes for today. So technically, what's that, 14 hours and 27 minutes. Okay, I've got to veer off the beaten track by about half hour, so we'll take that down to, we'll say 14 hours. So I've got 14 hours to be able to get all the way back to the yard from here. Theoretically, very doable. But M6 and M5 on a Friday. Yeah, I'm going to probably have a very early start tomorrow and soldier on, get as much of it done as possible. So, yeah. So the chances are looking good to get back for Friday at the moment. Fingers crossed and all that. Now I've said it, I've just ruined it, haven't I? But, yeah. So, we'll see how we get on. That looks... No, I thought there was a burger van there, but there's not. I'm quite hungry. I want to get something to eat. That's a car park, so I don't want to go in there. Yeah, so theoretically we should be able to make it back. So, like I said, we'll carry on the video until I am back in the yard. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, I am just enjoying the drive and enjoying the scenery. Like I said, I'm not worried if I'm not back, but passing that lay-by now is a good sign. So, we'll crack on. We'll crack on. Please, traffic gods, be nice to me. I would like to be back with my family on a Friday. Oh, shut up, John. Let's get on with it. Right then, boys and girls, we're just joined the A94. Just gone across that new nice little bit of road. I think it's the A93 that joins the A9 and the A94. Lovely little bit of road, that. Roundabouts are a little on the small side, so you've got to kind of like straddle both lanes, but yeah. What a pleasure to drive along. Nice and quiet as well. That's what we like. Mind you, up here the roads are just generally a lot quieter than what I'm used to down south anyway. In England. Right, let's that sun shining in a bit on you. Oh well, you have to deal with it. I can't help the positioning of the orange globe in the sky. Oh, we're getting on a bit. Slow down a little bit, John. Alright. Going to a tractor dealer's, I think it's a tractor dealer or something, on the right hand side up here somewhere, I assume. Hoping it's 3 smaller tractors, that'd be nice. Ain't got to worry quite so much then. I'll deal with whatever they want to put on me though. Probably get there and find out it's like 3 9-ton tractors. I don't know if I'd fit 3 that big on. Lengthwise. looks like a place that sells tractor things. Yeah, there it is, that's the one. Let's go in here, shout a number at someone, and then see what we got to collect. This is not something I generally specialise in, so I'm still learning how to do this sort of stuff. But it should be fun. Kubota, eh? Alright, gates are locked, that's cool. Alright, let's get in here and then figure it out. Someone must be here, surely. I mean, there's cars outside. Right. Let's go find someone and see what we can do. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, three tractors on, strapped up, the best of my ability. No overhang really, well, a tiny weeny bit of overhang that's not enough to worry about. I might tie a high vis to that. Two straps across the back tyres of the back tractor, cross strap both fronts, one strap across the back of there, cross strap for both fronts. This is how I've been told to do it, this is how I've seen loads do it before in the past, so that's what we're going to roll with. So, let's get a show on the road, I guess. Now load on half, eh? Just got to measure the height of them now, which is going to be interesting. I do have a height stick, but it's broken, so we'll give it a shot. I might try and take it home and fix it, and when I've done that I'll show you how to do it, how to use it. I'm going to say it's about 4.6, but I will give it a go. Right, it's taking far longer than I expected, so let's crack on. Right, let's get it plumbed in for home. Alright, go on there, drive to work. We're going to put ourselves in at 4.7 metres. I did try measure it, but where my stick's broken between, so it's got a push pin that holds the two sleeves together, and one of them's broken, so it don't hold. So it was a bit difficult to try and hold it in place and measure it. So I'm going to put it at 4.7 to be safe, but that's way over. Plus, we're pretty much motorway the entire way, so we've got nothing to worry about. 9 hours and 44 minutes back to our yard from this location, so with any luck, as long as we don't have any issues, we should be alright. So let's turn that off because we got air now. We're relatively heavy, but I wouldn't say like awfully heavy. This is where I'm going to hear the straps creaking the whole time as the tractors rock back and forward. I'm going to keep an eye on them as well because I'm a bit dubious about some of the straps rubbing in places. But we'll keep an eye on it, we'll take it steady. Hopefully we don't have any issues. I'm wondering whether they want me to shut their gate. I think I'll jump out and shut their gate for them, that'd be nice. But there's a mighty fine load. Shall I take a picture of the John Deere's outside the Kubota shop? Alright, see you in a minute. forgot I was recording still. And away we go. You got some behind the scenes footage there. Yeah, so just concentrating because I've not moved 3 tractors this big before, so I'm just a bit, I mean, the straps are more than adequate to hold the load in, but when you've not done something before, you're always going to be a bit cautious. Until you've done it about 20 times and no issues, then yeah, you're always going to be a bit, but we should be right. Other than throwing a couple of straps over the bonnet and over the roof. But I don't think they're going to want me to do that, so yeah. Right, let's mosey on down south. 9 hours and 45 minutes to go. Right. Not long left to go today either. I've got 3 hours and 32 minutes technically, but I've got 3 hours and 7 minutes left on a 4.5. So if I have a 45-minute break, that'll allow me to get an extra 25 minutes down the road. So we'll see where we're going to end up, but I reckon I'm still going to be in Scotland tonight, and it's going to be a hell of a run tomorrow. But as long as I get more than an hour down the road tonight, it should be doable. Should be an optimum word. Just depends how the roads are tomorrow. But and I think there's trouble on the M5 and M6 at the moment, so that's probably why it's showing 9:43. It might even be less than that. Yeah. Right, I'll shut up. I'll see you a bit later. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm calling it quits now. I've had enough for the day. We are at Annandale Services, is it? The one just a little bit up from Gretna, I suppose. I'm 25 miles from Gretna. I could have gone to Gretna, but I really don't see the need of it. Plus this services is a little bit nicer. Hopefully I won't be disturbed here. A bit more room and stuff, so yeah, I'm just going to lower my suspension now, so I'm not like leaning forward out of bed or anything. I was going to get a KFC at Gretna, but I'll go get a McDonald's from here instead. Get myself some crap food, because I feel I've earned it. Yeah, right, there we go. That'll do. Alright, yeah, so I'm going to lock it on the head now. It is currently 5:48, so we'll book till 6, so we've done 11.5 hours today. Yeah, which is fine. And then I'll just get on like 3 o'clock tomorrow morning. So I'm just going to go out and check on my straps. I did fill up at Boswell Services, Brovwell, whatever it's called. I don't know, can't remember. Actually, I've got the receipt here. It's probably saying on there, won't it? No, just says Asda. Yeah, anyway, yeah, filled up, put 283 litres in and whatever. And well, after I filled up, I went and retensioned all the straps. I managed to get a couple of clicks out of most of them, but nothing's moved, so I'm happy with that. So I'll probably have a quick click around the straps now, but I doubt I'll be able to get any more on any of them. So everything should have all settled now, because obviously stuff does rock back and forward ever so slightly, so hopefully everything's all jiggled itself to where it needs to be now and it's not going to move anymore. So hopefully that'll be it. Yeah. So I'll probably see you at some point tomorrow, and then we're going to fire on back to the yard. In fact, let's plumb that in right now. It should be very doable tomorrow. Like I said, if I leave it here at 3 o'clock in the morning, I should be able to get a good way down before I hit any reasonable traffic or anything. I say reasonable traffic. So it's 7 hours 23 from here, so that gives me an hour and 40-minute window, we'll say, because I will make up a little bit of time. That's to get back to the yard, but I might not be going directly back to the yard. I might have to drop the trailer off somewhere and then bobtail back to the yard, so that might take a little bit more time, but I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, so yeah, I'll see you in the morning. then, hello and good morning, my fellow trucketeers. Friday now. This video spanned 4 days. What an incredible 4 days. So we left Annandale Water Services at, I started at 3 and we left there at about 3:15 this morning. And I've literally driven 4 hours and 11 minutes straight now. We are now by Birmingham and I haven't got time to get a stretcher. I'm about 15-20 minutes short of that, so I'm going to be pulling in here at Frankley Services to have a 45 and then crack on the rest of the way. Yeah, what a week. What an incredible week. You know, mega happy. I've driven up through some of the most beautiful parts of Scotland I've ever seen, and then obviously going across the water to the Isle of Lewis, to Stornoway. That was wonderful. That was a fantastic little experience. And then dropping the container. I mean, container work's pretty boring. It's twist locks. I'm not having a dig at the container boys. I'm just saying it's very easy work. It's, if you want to do as little work as possible and earn money, then container work's a job for you. Literally, the container itself was probably the heaviest part of that job. The stuff in it didn't weigh much at all. The most fascinating thing I think about container work is the equipment used to load and unload the containers, you know, lift them off the truck. So they used a boat hoist to get the container off me there. So they used a telehandler to lift up each corner of the container and put a block underneath and then put strops underneath and lift it up with the boat hoist. More than adequate to lift the weight. You know, they lift big old boats there. So yeah, easily take that off. Yeah, got that off, so it's not a problem. But yeah, I was saying, container works, I wouldn't want to do container work full time. I'd get bored. What my real bread and butter is this return load, which is these tractors. That's you know, I'm not trying to tell you how to butter your bread, but this is more my cup of tea. I like to be involved in my work. I like to strap loads up like this. You got to get in and out of it to get it strapped up properly. There's a sense of danger about it because there's a high chance of it falling off if you don't do it right, or you know, there's a chance you falling off the trailer trying to strap it up. Yeah, this is my sort of thing. I get a sense of achievement from doing hard work. Don't know, maybe I'm crazy. A lot of people say work harder, not smart. Work smarter, not harder. Whereas I'm like, hard work feeds the soul. So you know, I'm a bit of a workaholic in that sense. So I kind of miss doing the wool. If anything, the wool was the most involved work I've ever done doing truck driving. Yeah, you come away knackered and dirty from it, but you get a sense of I've done a hard job there. Which is good. The driving part is another thing. I love the driving part of it, but I also like to work hard as well. So yeah, after doing that lovely trip over to the Isle of Lewis, we then come back and collected these tractors, which I said obviously I'm obviously excited about because I've not done 3 big tractors. Like I say big, they're 6 Series John Deeres, so middle of the range. So, but the biggest tractors I've moved, and it was quite interesting, learning on your feet sort of thing, and that's what I like to do. That's what tickles my fancy. So yeah, this is what I love about this job at Keynes. You're always doing something different. You're doing either something easy or something difficult. You know, it's always different every day. I didn't know what I was doing Monday afternoon, let alone doing everything I've done this week. So yeah, I had a fantastic week. Mega happy. So, yeah. Right. So yesterday we pulled into the services. After I turned the camera off of you, I went out and checked all the straps. One of them I got an extra click on, that's about it. My truck's now telling me I need a brake. So I managed to get 1 click on one of the straps and that was about it. All of them are still dead tight, so yeah, that was all good. Went in to the services, went and used the toilet. Not that you need to know that, but yeah, it's all part of the story. So after I dropped the kids off at the pool and put them in a spin cycle, went and got me food, ate that, wandered back to the truck, got halfway back to the truck, which any of you know at Annandale Services is not the shortest distance to walk. Realised I hadn't paid for my parking and realised that I missed out on a meal voucher. I could have used my meal voucher, got my meal for free, effectively, or £1.50. Well, I would have got it for free. So I had to walk all the way back, pay for my parking, and then walk all the way back to the truck. And I thought, at that point, I can't be bothered to walk all the way back there again to go have a shower. So I had to wipe down with my bath sheets, they're called, or bath things I've got. I had a good old wash with them, and then, yeah, got my head down about 7 o'clock and had a reasonably good sleep, to be fair. Kind of needed it, because obviously I've just driven 4 hours and 16 minutes straight. I wouldn't have done that if I didn't sleep well, so yeah, we've done well. Feeling a bit tired now, but we're going to have a bit of a rest here, get some food in, whatever. Hopefully there's a space for me, because I kind of need to stop here. I don't have time to get anywhere else. So, yeah, we'll get in, Yeah, so now we've got to figure out where we're going to park up. Everyone's kind of parked rubbish here. I'm going to park up behind Menzies here and stick out. Sod it. Gonna have to do it because I need a break. Just gonna have to do, mate. And I don't care. He got round me, so I'm not quibbling. Oh, that guy over there's moving now. Oh, what a pain. Do I back out? No, because if I back out, someone else is going to put in there, isn't there? So I'm just going to stay here and have me break here. Yeah, so have me break and then head on the rest of the way down. I think my boss is going to want me to drop this off at one of our friends, I guess. So either Clark's, Wayne's, or John Dorsey's. Probably drop it off at one of them, just to keep it on the M5 rather than dragging it all the way back towards the yard, to then drag it all the way back out towards the M5 again. So I'll probably have to drop off for one of them and then bobtail back to the yard, or take something back to the yard. There might be another trailer to pull back for whatever reason, but yeah, I won't be doing much more today other than that. So yeah. So we're still about 3 hours from the yard, so yeah. Right, I'll stop rabbiting on. I'll see you a little bit later. So down here in Gordano services, whatever you want to call it. Tractors are still on. We're okay, we're doing well. So Runway Boss is all sort of just south of Bristol, and he said might need me to drop this in Rings, because obviously we've got a space in there. So obviously I'd already passed Avonmouth at that point, so he said to pull in here for a minute, he's going to make a phone call. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I might need to drop it in Rings and then bring another trailer down or something, so we'll see. I'm hoping there's not an empty one in there that I have to bring down and load up. I'm hoping it's a full one to take back to the yard, because I don't really have much time to sort of go gallivanting around. So I think I've got like an hour and 20-minute window or something outside of getting back to the yard. So I could do a little bit, just not much. Yeah. Hopefully it's like, no, just bring these back. Best case scenario, obviously. But yeah, we'll just wait for a phone call and then get on with whatever we're doing. Alright, here we are. He's letting me in, good man. Just coming into Ring's yard here to go to our little parking bay. Drop these tractors off in here and collect another trailer, which I'm then swapping with Ollie. And then I've got one load the trailer he's bringing to me down at Clark's, and then back to the yard. So we're not veering too much off the beaten track, which is good, because I ain't got too much more time than that, to be fair. I've only got 13 today as well, so I can only work till, what, 4 o'clock, so can't argue with that. Alright, let's get in here and expect the security guy to come chasing after me, because they probably haven't got my reg on file yet. Much like the DVSA. I'm going to assume that by the time this video's out, that's, wow, it needs to have been sorted, otherwise I won't be driving this truck for until it is sorted. Yeah, but less about that. Obviously that's when I got done, well, I say done, pulled over by the DVSA. So like I said, nothing major. It is what it is. Alright, there's a flatbed there, so that must be our bay there. I can never remember which bay it is. I'm pretty sure it's 67, but it could be 73. Judged by the numbers, I'm going to say 67. There it is. I'm just going to pull over here and block these bays up for a minute. That's it there.
and then drop this here for a minute, pull that out, put this one in there, and then hitch back up to that one, and who's he, what's it. So I'll see you in a minute.
Right, so there's Ollie. He's taken that flat that's just next to that Fiesta there, next to the Amazon trucks. There's the tractors. And there's a trailer full of Swedes for me to take. So we'll hitch up to these and get down to Clunton and get these off sharpish. What time is it? 11:39. I was hoping to be back in the yard by now, but oh well. What's a few more hours? It's alright. Absolutely fine. There we go. We're on.
Alright, in his usual fashion, extra jobs on a Friday. That's what normally happens. Not always, but it does happen from time to time. But it's going to cut my driving time a bit short. I've got an hour and 29 minutes left of it as of now. That doesn't include manoeuvring around on this farm, obviously driving up to the farm, and then driving through Taunton to then get back to the yard. So yeah, we're going to be cutting it fine today. We'll be alright though, we'll be alright. Right, let's straddle this box. I want to stay over to the left a little and you're going to wait back there. Ideal. Thank you. Then we get straight on in. Hopefully without any issues. Apparently it's been quite busy up here, so I did give them a ring before I got here and they said yeah, fine, come straight in, so we'll see what happens. I've not bought Swedes here before. Normally it's spuds I'm getting out of here, not taking Swedes to here, so there you go. You may have seen me do this one before. It's been a little while since I've been here. Yeah. Oop. So it's just a question of getting through the Taunton traffic if I've got enough time to actually get back to the yard, because it's about an hour to the yard from Taunton. I say about an hour, it's just under or just over depending. So yeah, and then what, about 15 minutes to get through Taunton? Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, they have got a lot of boxes in there. We've got to take it. Go forward as far as possible, turn in late without crushing their bin, or hitting the fence, or smacking my bull bar. Because we don't want to do any of them things. There we go. Whoa. Just put one click of engine brake on. We don't want too much because it will skip along this surface. Last thing we want to do is lock up our drive axle, because then we'll be going spinny I think. Straight down in the middle, I guess. That's where they're going to want me. Oh, there's a tractor here, but shouldn't be a problem. Just get her in and get her unstrapped, I guess. We'll figure it out. Right, I'll see you in a bit.
Alright, let's turn and burn. Let's get out of here. We have an hour and 26 minutes driving left, an hour and 27 minutes back to the yard. So if I can't make up a couple of minutes, then someone's going to have to come out and get me. get her spun round. Don't have enough room to do that here today. Beautiful. Just started to push the trailer back a little bit there. I should probably check my Susie's quick. Hold on. Oh no, it's still in gear. Okay, we are all good. Everything is all good. We have made it. We are safe to depart. It was warm. It's very, very warm. 18.5 degrees. Wow. I was not expecting that sort of heat today. There we go. Back to the yard. 19 degrees apparently. It's because I'm going uphill. I'm getting closer to the sun, isn't I? That's what that is. I'll open my window now, we're out of the dust pit. Right, let's go over to the right as much as possible. Forward as much as possible, start turning. And miss the gate. Lovely. Alright, back out on the main road and then attempt to get back to the yard. I was dropped to 1 hour 24 now. And I've got 1 hour 26 left, so magically we've made up 3 minutes just by turning around and driving. Magic. Let's see if we encounter anyone down here. Ten past 3 back in the yard as well. I don't think I'll even have enough time to wash the truck because I ran out of time at 4. Wow. Pushing the limits of our working time today and driving time. But hey, that's what an epic adventure is all about, isn't it? Oh. Alright, let's get back out on this road and we'll see you back at the yard, hopefully. See you soon. And here we are. I've just dropped the trailer off up at the workshop. Got these people here. I'll wait for them to walk up here. They're gonna sit in there. Come on. Come on. I'll wait for them. Right, yeah, so we managed to claw back about 10 minutes coming back through like Chard and Axminster and all that. Normally do when you're empty, you can normally claw back a few minutes through there. So obviously it calculates for like delays at roundabouts and red lights, etc, etc, so normally you can make up a bit of time. So we've done well, we've done well. So I've had enough time to drop this trailer off down at the workshop there, and now I'm heading back to the yard. Might have enough time to chuck a bit of water on it, not going to go too mad, and then we'll be going home because then we'll be at our 13 hours for today. Because we don't have any reduced anything's left. So yeah, 4 o'clock's our finish time and it's currently 3:20, or maybe not then. Yeah. There we go. Alright, so we can take this back to the yard. So my truck is actually booked in Monday to have the tachograph recalibrated properly down in Cornwall. So I'll be taking it there and then they'll be calibrating it, which is fine. And then, oh, let me go, good man. So it will be done within the 7 days and that, so it'll all be good. So already booked in, fantastic, job's a proper job and all that. So I assume I'll be taking them tractors down on Monday. If so, I'll be filming that. Right. So I'll leave the video there. 5 minutes driving time left. We're gonna make it back in the yard, so that's fine. So yeah, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get the 10,000 subscribers for the year. It's going to be my Probably my biggest milestone as of yet, which would be nice. So if you could subscribe, that'd be fantastic. It doesn't cost you nothing. Also, share the videos with someone you think might like it and leave a comment. Yes. What do you think of my grand adventure to Stornoway? I loved every minute of it. Oh, he's not in there. Right, so take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around my Jono. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. Add blue first. Four minutes left.